guys, so it's Carrie. I'm working on getting my channel up to speed, and I thought I'd do a thrift with me. So there's my dog hanging out in the back. He's gonna wait in the car because it's nice and cool out today, and I'm also parked right next to the Goodwill right there. So I probably won't be in there all that long. This is going to be sort of a quick thrift with me, and I'll probably do a voiceover. I don't know if I'm ready to be speaking onto the camera inside. So I'm at a Goodwill that I never ever go to. I'm a Salvation Army girl myself because I live in upstate New York, but Mike, my boyfriend, is doing a crisis contract. He's a travel nurse and he's in New Jersey, so I came to visit him. He's at the hotel, he works nights, and he's sleeping right now, so I'm out thrifting. So let's go into the Goodwill here in New Jersey and see how the prices compare to what I'm used to in upstate New York. I know it will be more expensive. I'm expecting that, but I'm also expecting maybe to get some brands that I don't have access to, some higher end fashion brands and things like that. So we're gonna go in and take a look. So come with me. Bye. So the first thing that I'm doing is just really getting a lay of the land. It's a very small Goodwill, and there's a small section of new materials that have come out. So the first thing I pick up is this game. It's new in package, originally from Marshall's, marked down, and then marked down here. I don't end up getting that. There's just not enough profit in it. They wanted $3.99, and it was only selling for $10 to $15, so that's not enough. So I passed through the book section, and then I quickly, if you noticed, I have to bring my camera down. I'm not used to doing thrift with me's, and I really try hard not to get other people on the video. So with my squeaky cart, I kind of go out and around over into the next row. So I'm trying to get a sense of what the prices are. I know that they're higher, but I'm not sure exactly how much. So I pick up a lot of different things that I might not normally be purchasing, but I'm just looking to kind of get a sense of what the prices are. I do sometimes pick up curlers. They can sell pretty well, particularly to people in shows and theaters and things like that. And the first thing that catches my attention seriously in this store is this really huge salad bowl. I don't know if you can get a sense of the size of this, maybe from my hand when I pick it up, but it's really, really large, and it's very lightweight, and the wood is interesting. It's marked on bottom, so I definitely put that in my cart. That's generally what I do when I'm out thrifting. I don't comp things in the aisles or anything like that. And I find that, when you tend to go back and look at other things, you'll forget what was in the first few aisles. And so if I just find something I might be interested in, I'll just pop it in my cart, do comps later. This little pig I thought was really cute, but of course with that lightweight glossy glaze, it turned out to be new. I think it even had a Target sticker on it, so that's not something that I would pick up. So I'm, again, just sort of looking at different prices. There's an I Love My Dog wooden sign. I think they wanted $2.99 or $3.99 for that, which not something I would sell, but just trying to get a sense of how much they're charging for various items in this particular store. So next I passed through the shoes. I just really didn't find anything in my price range that was really profitable or in a decent condition. So I go over to the bags, and I'm just looking through to see what's there. I generally lean towards, obviously, high-end stuff and or right here, vintage. So I pick up this bag. It looks at first glance to me to be vintage. I see the bottom is wood. They're asking $9.99 for it, so I do look it over really quite carefully before I decide that I am actually going to take it. I'm looking at the zipper right there, at the zipper pull, and the inside of the bag, which gives a lot of clues as to whether that's true vintage or if it's something meant to look vintage. But to me, I assume that is vintage. I put it in my cart, and later when I do comps and check it, it turns out that it was true vintage. So I don't see anything else really in the bags, and it's not even a price issue at this point. I just don't see anything. It's a relatively small section of bags. There's some interesting stuff, but not anything that I would necessarily put in my store. So I come out of that section with just that one vintage looking bag, but I'm happy with that. So I move on to the next section, and I start to go through some of the clothes after looking over the bags.
Okay, hi guys. So here I am.
And deciding to move forward.
From my out of town thrift shopping, and I thought it would be a fun one to do because it is fun to go find thrift stores that are not in your area if you happen to be away on vacation and you have an extra hour. So here, in my case, Mike is working a crisis contract out of town as a travel nurse, and so we're here staying in a hotel. So here's our lovely hotel room, and I have my little thrift haul over there. So it's very small. I usually get pretty good sized thrift hauls, but I thought I would go through it and show you what I got today on my trip to an out-of-town Goodwill. So the first thing I got, and I have to do this kind of, holding this out as like the typical selfie kind of thing. And there's my dog over there. So cute, right? German Shepherd, German Cheddar. I got this huge salad bowl. Look at the size of this. And it's wooden, and it comes with the original huge also utensils. And the reason that I was drawn to this is I've started to like looking at wood thanks to Lavender Clothesline. And again, that's from watching YouTube Reseller Content. And she has a lot of success with wooden items. And it wasn't really something that was kind of in my wheelhouse, but it is now. And this is the kind of thing that I think I was drawn to. And look, this has a name, a sticker on the back, which is always good when it's a wood item, and it says that it's an old art original handcrafted in Haiti. So I did do comps on this, and they were really good. So even though this was $10, which I consider paying up, in my small town that I live in my small town Salvation Army, I'm a Salvation Army girl, the Goodwill prices are definitely sticker shock for me. So to pay $10 is paying up. But the comps are really good on this. I'm expecting to probably list it for about $59, $60, and go from there. Partly because it's made in Haiti. I'm not sure of the wood. I'm not sure if it's monkey pod or I don't think it's teak. It's pretty lightweight, but it's just huge. And I thought, once we are post-COVID, this would be really fun for a big party once we can have those parties again. And then the next thing I got over here is this really large, it's probably like 24 by, 28 maybe, poster size print. And this is from 1983. Commemorating the America's Cup races, Newport, Rhode Island, 1983. And the artist is W. Bruce Wright. And he was someone that was local to the Newport, Rhode Island area. So that'll be something that someone interested in sailing, interested more specifically in the America's Cup, or just interested in Newport, Rhode Island, might take a look at. And this was only $7.99, so I thought for that price, I'll definitely make some sort of a profit. I don't know how much I'm going to ask for that, but I'll probably ask 70, 80, kind of somewhere in that neighborhood to start. The next item is this super cute vintage bag with all this bling on it. It's kind of a fabric bag with a vinyl, faux leather base, and wooden bottom, which I thought was really cool. It kind of clued me into the fact that it really was vintage. And because the prices in this store were high for what I'm used to paying, thus the sticker shock, I used every single research tool at my disposal. So I used Google image search on this item, and this exact bag came up in a Pinterest and list. this exact bag, turns out this was made with a kit, and this is definitely from the 60s. So it's in really good condition. There's just one or two little pieces missing that I think that I can either replace or just disclose. But I'm probably gonna ask about $50 or so for this. This was $9.99, so at a $10 buy-in for true vintage, I think that's a good buy. So we'll see how I go with that. Next, I have a pair of sneakers, and these were the percent off of the day. So I was happy with the price on these. They were $9.99, but they were 40% off. So I didn't pay too much for these, and I did comps on them. They're by Abeo, A-B-E-O, and they're in really good condition. I would definitely clean the bottoms up a little bit. Not too much. I don't do too much cleaning of the sneakers. I think people generally know what to expect when they're getting a nice pair. And these will probably go for somewhere in the neighborhood of $50 or so. So that's what I'm gonna ask for those. And the fifth item that I got was just something a little bit more simple, and that was a nice Mizuno, and I'm having trouble holding it up because of the way I have to do this without any kind of tripod or light system, but it's just your basic men's extra large black and white Mizuno quarter zip, but it's a nice fabric, and it's called, let's see, what exactly is it? It's called the Breathe Thermo body warming technology. And I, of course, comped these when I'm paying up for things or paying more than I usually do. I always comp. And so at a $5.99 buy-in, this comped out at around $30 or so. And so I thought that's a good profit. Last thing, this is very small haul for me. Usually I get probably upwards of 30 to 50 items. But again, I just had about 1 hour to spend in an Out-of-Town Goodwill. So I'm happy that I got a few little things to make a profit off of. And these are these really cool kind of Art Deco style ties, men's ties. Really different. This is the kind of stuff that I'm drawn to. I don't normally pick up a lot of ties, but if there's something unique or different, you're definitely going to find a market for them. 100% silk, and by Vito Ruffalo. So again, I did do all the comps on all of these, and these unique, really good condition, Art Deco almost, at least this one. Ties definitely come in. So that's it. That's my little haul. So I hope to have more haul videos, standard haul videos for me, thrift with me. So this was my first attempt at kind of doing a thrift with me, so hopefully I'll get better at it. But it's a lot of fun, and I hope you'll come along for the ride. I appreciate all of the seller content out there that have helped me with my thrifting, such as searching for big pieces of wood like this. And I wish you all happy thrifting.